Gas up the Jeep, it's good to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. The highway is long, the wheels turning round. Pack up the cook stove and the bowls. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I are on the road.
Hey everybody, Arlo and I are out and about again here in beautiful northern Arizona, and it's been raining for the last 2 or 3 days, and it's really nice and moist out here in the forest. It's probably in the mid-70s right now, but it's been even a lot cooler when the rains were coming through. But I thought this would be a perfect time to come out here and check on this tree that I've been wanting to check on. Because it's getting to be that time of year. So Arlo and I are heading down the hill here to go visit a really cool elder tree that we actually visited last year. And we picked quite a few nice blue elderberries. But this is a little bit earlier in the season, and this beautiful tree is now starting to bloom. And I thought if the blossoms are ready, I might collect some of these elder blossoms, elderflowers, and make a type of elderflower syrup. To make like an elderflower cordial, which is great for using to make drinks and things. It's just a real floral, sweet syrup that you can add to sparkling water and make some really nice, light, refreshing drinks. Here's the elder tree right here. Of course, most of the blossoms are out of my reach, but I do know where there are some more. So you can see these here. So if you can see up above my head, these beautiful elder flowers. Look at that, shining, the sun shining through them. If I can reach a few of those. I don't need a whole lot of them. I just want to grab a small bag of those, and we'll take them home and we'll make really nice, beautiful, floral elderflower syrup. Oh yeah, there we go. We can get some of these pretty flowers here. Let's see. Here. There's a couple more in this tree. And then we'll move on and we'll find another tree. Right here. Maybe this one. There we go. Look at that. Look at that right there. That is so pretty. And they smell so nice. So there we go. Nice. Starting a nice bag of these. We don't need a whole lot more, but I'm going to grab a few more from a couple more trees. I love the sound of the wind through the trees here. Is there anything nicer than the sound of the wind through the pines? Look, you can see actually we have another monsoon storm coming here. So we might actually get some rain while we're out here. And you can see it coming through here. Look at that. There comes Arlo. I think there's a good chance they're going to get some rain today. That would be so nice. I'd love to get rained on. Come on, Arlo. So, I know up the road, this is an area where we collected a whole bunch of blue elderberries last year, and I'm gonna go visit some of those trees. Like I said, we catching them a little earlier on this year, so most of them are in bloom right now, and we'll kind of take advantage of that and get some of these elderflowers. Okay, let's get in the car. So we're driving along this road here, and I just saw a mama elk and her little baby elk. They just laid down right on the side of the road over here. It's very, very young. Little wobbly legs and stuff. Let's see if we can see them as we drive by. I don't want to scare them. I just want to drive really slowly, but let's see if we can see this little baby elk. Very young and wobbly and scared, and mama's right over here nearby, so I don't want to make it too nervous, so I'm just going to move along here. But that's so cool how pretty that little guy is. What do you think, Arlo? Yeah. Okay. Is right around here. All right, here I'm at another one of these little, here you can see another one of these elder trees. I'm gonna take a few of these blossoms off of here, ones I can reach. These are a lot higher than the other ones, but oh man, they smell so good. Let's see if I can get a couple more here. Get this, here we go. God. I can get some of those. I can get this guy right here. That's a pretty one. Right there. Look at that. Nice. I'll set those right there. Got a few of those. There's another elder tree right over here, but I don't think I'll be able to reach these. Let's see. Now they're too high. These ones up here, too high. Too high are. Yeah. Whoa. But I'm gonna see if I can get maybe one more off of this one here. I don't think so. I think I'm going to move up the road a little bit. I know there's one more, one or two more elder trees up here. All right, there we go. I think that's going to be a much better way to transport these back to the cabin. That way they won't sweat in the plastic bag. Arlo's waiting for me in the car. There he is. Let's see. What do you think, Car? Look at those. They smell good, huh? Yeah. Well, I'm back in the kitchen with my bowl of beautiful elderflowers here. Oh, and the smell of these elderflowers is so incredible. It's so sweet and floral, and it just smells like perfume, like candy. So we're just going to take our elderflowers and make an elderflower syrup or an elderflower cordial. Either way, it's just basically a sugar syrup, which we're going to infuse all of this elderflower aroma and flavor into. So the first thing we need to do is pull all of the little florets, the little flowers, off of these stems here, because we don't really want to use the stems. It'll add a bitterness to it. Also, elder stems are slightly poisonous, but a little bit isn't going to matter. So now we're going to take the time to pull all of these little flowers off of the stems here. All right, so now the tedious part of pulling all of these little blossoms off of the stems here. I know some people like to use a fork and kind of comb them off of there, but I find it's a little bit easier just to do it with my fingers. See, a little bit of the stems will be okay. We'll just get the majority of those off of there. Now it's really important not to wash these elderflowers, because all of the flavor and the aroma is coming from all that pollen and nectar that's in these flowers. So if you were to run them underwater or to put them into water, you're going to wash all of that flavor and aroma away. Hopefully you are gathering these in an area that you know is safe, that's away from traffic, that's away from pesticides and lots of dirt and dust. I was out in the middle of the woods, so I know that these are pretty clean, and so this is perfect for this. There we have our elderflowers, which I've removed most of the stems. There are some, well, a few little stems in here, but I think that's going to be okay. Now that we've had this, I think I've got about 2 cups of elder blossoms here. So really I have about 2 cups of elder blossoms, and then I think that ended up being about I don't know, 17 or 18 of these flower heads here. So I'm gonna get rid of all this. So this is going to be another really easy recipe. Basically we're just going to be making a sugar syrup, which we're going to be flavoring with the lemon juice, the lemon zest, and we're going to add a little bit of this citric acid to help preserve the syrup. And then we have our elder blossoms, which we're going to just pour the syrup over it and let that sit, and then we're going to strain it out. All right, so we're at the stove here, and I'm going to add our 2 cups of water, our 2 cups of white sugar. This is the half a teaspoon of citric acid and just a couple pieces of lemon zest, lemon rind right there. And really we're just going to bring this up to temperature so that we can dissolve all that sugar, and then we're going to add our elderflowers back to it, and then we're just going to let this cool and sit in the pot, and at that point we'll just strain it out. And then add our half the juice of half of a lemon there. Well, I see a couple seeds in there, but that's okay because we're going to be straining this out anyway. So really we just want to bring our sugar syrup to a simmer here, and then we're going to turn off the heat, and then we're going to pull it off of the heat here, and then I'm going to add my elderflowers into our sugar syrup here. and we'll just stir them around. Wow, oh, that smell is incredible. Okay, so we're just going to let this sit here, and we're going to let it cool down, cool enough so that I can put it in the refrigerator. I'm going to put a lid on it, and then we're just going to let it sit for a couple hours to even overnight, and we'll see how it comes out. Okay, so I let my elder syrup, the simple syrup that we made, it's been sitting with the elderflowers, the lemon zest, and the lemon juice, and it smells so much of elderflowers right now. And I let it cool down and let it sit in the fridge. It's been sitting in the fridge for a couple of hours, and I tasted it, and it tastes very much of elderflower. So I think that it's probably been sitting long enough. So I think that I'm going to strain it, and then I'm going to put it in a jar, and I'll show you how I'm going to use it. So look at that elder syrup. It's really taken on sort of a light yellow color, and I wish you could smell the smell of those elderflowers. Oh, that sugar just really captured that aroma and that flavor. So we're just going to strain it through the strainer here. I want to make sure I press these flowers to get all of that delicious flavor out of there. Okay, so it looks like we ended up with just over a couple of cups of our syrup here, so I think I'm going to get a smaller jar here. Okay, so this is what we ended up with our elderflower syrup. Ended up with, I don't know, maybe 2 1/4 cups, maybe 2 1/2 cups here. So I'm going to pour this into, I had to switch to a smaller jar. I want to pour this into this pint jar. I'll take the majority of it in here, and the rest I'll pour into this smaller jar here. All right, so that's what we ended up with. Beautiful. Let's look at the color of that. It really has the color of that elderflower. And the aroma is just elderflower. I mean, it's just pure, delicious smelling elderflower. And this is a great way to capture that in a jar. If you ever have been by an elder tree when it's blossoming and the wind goes by, it's this very sweet, perfumey kind of a smell that doesn't smell like anything else. Just smells like elderflowers. And really, we captured that in a jar here. And I'd like to show you one way to use this that's really delicious. Okay, so have some ice in a glass, and then we pour a little bit of our elder syrup into the glass, and then some sparkling water. Here I'm using Topo Chico sparkling water. Pour that into there, and the only thing that's going to make it better is a little bit of lemon. So there it is, a light, refreshing summer drink, elderflower sparkling water. Wow, that is really good. Squeeze a little bit of that lemon in there. Now, you don't really need much of the elderflower syrup or the elderflower cordial in here because it has a lot of flavor to it. That is delicious and refreshing. And elderflowers are in season right now. The elderflowers, at least here in Arizona, are blooming all over the place. So this is the perfect time to collect a few of those. And make that elderflower syrup. Wow, that is really a refreshing and delicious drink. I put quite a bit of that elderflower syrup in the first time, so I would put a little bit less because it's very strong. It only takes a little bit for this drink. That's perfect right there. Now, really, I don't even know how to describe it. Nothing really tastes like elderflowers, I don't think. It's very, very floral. It's sweet because of the sugar, and has a little bit of tartness because of the lemon that we put in. But really, it's mainly a real floral sweetness that's really hard to describe. It's really complex flavor, and it really smells like summer. It tastes like summer too. Well, once again, thank you so much for following along. Another one of our adventures. If you do have elder trees in your area, this is definitely worth making. And this small amount of elder syrup is going to last a long time. You only need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way for a nice drink like this. And it'll last in the fridge probably for a month or so. I didn't can this. I just put it in the jar, so I'm just going to put it in the fridge and store it that way. But anyway, if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. That always helps us a lot. And we'll see you in the next one. All right.
It's fun to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I on the road.